Hello, this is Dr. Mark Baxter from Baxter Health Center, where we shape health, not just backs. Thank you for joining me for this presentation on weight loss, specifically HCG weight loss, and how it can help you lose the weight you've never been able to lose before. The crisis is not just weight gain, it's the fact that this weight gain is dramatically increasing the risk of cardiovascular disease, cancer, diabetes, and autoimmune disease, the four top killers in our country. Most people are motivated to lose weight just so they can look better in their pants, their suit, or their dress. But the real reason why you should be interested in losing weight is so that you can keep from dying too soon. Another equally powerful reason to lose weight is so that you can be a good example for your children so they won't have to die early. In fact, recent research shows that the current young generation is the first generation in this country with a life expectancy less than that of its parents. So if you consider yourself to be a responsible parent, you really need to take that to heart and use this as an opportunity to lose weight so that your children will have a much better chance at living a healthier, long life. Reason number one for the weight problem is we're just too busy. We don't take enough time for ourselves. We don't take enough time to exercise, don't take enough time to be attentive to our diets, don't take enough time to eat in a relaxed environment, which affects our digestion. Time is a big factor. Reason number two, urban sprawl. In urban environments, oftentimes there are fewer opportunities for physical activity. We just don't walk to the store anymore. Even down to the corner store, we'll hop in our car and drive to the store. Lack of sleep. Lack of sleep actually causes people to increase their weight. Everybody needs to sleep between 7 and 9 hours. In fact, studies show that sleeping less than 7 or more than 9 hours increases the risk of death from all causes. So you need to make sure that you sleep an average of 8 hours a night, and it should be a sound, restful sleep. It needs to be a non-drugged sleep in order to improve your chances of survival and in order to help keep your weight under control. Reason number four, food. We're eating more and more processed food, and as a result of filling ourselves up with this processed food, we're eating less and less unprocessed food. So it's a two-edged sword here. So the key problems in our food supply are too much refined sugars and too much refined starches. Too much white sugar, white flour, white pasta, white bread, white rice. All those foods we eat way too much of. People need to eat a lot more fresh, unprocessed, whole, organic foods. Limited grains, raw nuts and seeds, lean, grass-fed beef, organic poultry, organic turkey, organic vegetables, fresh organic fruit. Those are the types of foods we need to be eating a lot more of. Reason number five, lack of exercise. Let's look at some of the statistics. What percentage of the population engages in regular sports or physical activities on a typical day? 16%. What percentage watch TV? 5 times that amount. In fact, more recent research show that teenagers in our country today spend 8 hours a day on various media. There are several different weight loss supplements, each of which have various problems. Fucoxanthin, glucocorticoid, ephedrine, caffeine. Each of these has various damaging effects to the body. We don't use any of these in our practice. Glucocorticoid doesn't have any conclusive evidence to support its use. It's not really been found scientifically to be effective. It may or may not be effective, but the evidence just is not there scientifically. Same thing with fucoxanthin. There haven't been any human studies on this substance. It might be helpful, it might not. Ephedrine is a stimulant. It might be considered natural because it comes from the ephedra plant, but it's still a drug and it has a drug effect on the body, and it has harmful effects to the adrenals and to the heart. In fact, I had a very close friend who went through 2 different heart procedures where they inserted a microwave transmitter up in through his arteries to his heart in order to fry some nerves that weren't functioning properly. That was caused by him taking ephedrine as a weight loss supplement. And caffeine terribly fatigues the adrenal glands and creates all sorts of other problems. So we don't use any of these supplements in our practice. Now, some of these substances are used in various offices as appetite suppressants. We don't use any of those supplements, but we do use healthy supplements to help suppress appetites in our patients. But we're very mindful of the fact that different patients respond to different type of appetite suppressants for different reasons. They have appetite problems due to different metabolic problems. So we thoroughly evaluate each patient in order to determine which type of appetite suppressant, natural, nutrient-dense appetite suppressants, will be most effective for them. These are natural, nutritional appetite suppressants that allow you to be in control, not a drug, and it doesn't require a lot of willpower. It just makes it take a lot less willpower in order to not overeat and to not eat the wrong foods. Today we're going to focus on the HCG diet with special emphasis on exercise, healthy appetite suppressant, blood sugar stabilization, detoxification, and body composition monitoring in order to ensure that you're losing fat, gaining muscle, and maintaining healthy body function. Why HCG? HCG is a natural hormone. HCG is an abbreviation that stands for human chorionic gonadotropin. It's a hormone that is made primarily by pregnant women, and it's made in amounts typically of about 1 million units a day in a pregnant woman. Now, when patients go to most clinics for HCG diets, they get a large dose of HCG, but still it's not anything close to 1 million units, it's closer to 200 units a day. Still, this is far in excess of what a non-pregnant woman would ever make, and it's even higher than a man would ever produce. At these high doses, HCG oftentimes creates various hormonal imbalances. We've had patients that have suffered bad hair loss, testosterone decline, and other metabolic issues as a result of taking the full-strength prescribed HCG. Typically, HCG is used in amounts 5,000 times higher than would ever occur in a woman if she's not pregnant, and 50,000 times higher than would ever occur in a man. Although natural, these high doses of HCG can cause various adverse health consequences. That's why we don't use it in our office. We use a homeopathic HCG product, which is just as effective as HCG, but without any of the side effects. First of all, you need to know that HCG is prescribed, whether homeopathic or non-homeopathic, because it helps the body target fat in a weight loss program so that you tend to lose less muscle and lose more fat. We absolutely believe in using HCG. We just believe in using homeopathic HCG in order to avoid the frequent side effects that one gets with the prescribed pharmaceutical form of HCG. Homeopathic HCG is just as effective as the prescribed HCG, but without any of the harmful side effects. Typically, our male patients experience about 1 pound of fat loss per day, and our female patients experience about 1/2 pound of fat loss per day. In addition, they generally build muscle, and we know this because we monitor their body composition. In fact, a recent patient of mine, over the 2 weeks prior to her visit to the office, lost 7 pounds of fat and gained 3 pounds of muscle. Now, this muscle isn't added on top of her tissues. She's not bulging to the biceps. She's not developing a six-pack in her abs. This muscle has infiltrated the muscles she already has, so it makes those muscles more dense. What this does is it creates more muscle definition, more contour, more curves, but in a healthy way. So not curves of fat, but curves of toned muscle. So women love the way this makes them look. It makes them more shapely in a dress or skirt or blouse, and they feel a lot healthier too. Are you a candidate for HCG? Well, certain people are not candidates for HCG, at least not until certain conditions are handled first. If you have diabetes, have prediabetes, have hypoglycemia, have anemia, an iron deficiency anemia or a different type of anemia, or various other problems, these conditions need to be dealt with first. And very often we can help you deal with those conditions. We've helped a lot of diabetics become non-diabetics, or at least decrease their medication. And once their condition is stabilized, very often they can go on a type of weight loss which sometimes incorporates HCG. But first we have to bring the diabetes under more control, and very often we can help them become no longer diabetic. An important part of the therapeutic HCG program here at the office is exercise. Now, exercise can take a lot of different forms. I always encourage my patients to engage in activities they enjoy. I mean, why go to the gym and do gym exercises if it's drudgery for you when you enjoy bicycling, you enjoy tennis, you enjoy badminton, or rollerblading, or rock climbing. So first of all, find activities that you enjoy and try to do those. And then you need to make sure that you do a half hour of aerobic exercise 6 days a week. Now we'll give you specific instructions on aerobic exercise here at the office so that you know exactly what heart rate you need to maintain. But patients need to do aerobic exercise 6 days a week. Certain forms of aerobic exercise, like interval training or burst training, are particularly effective, and all ages can enjoy this. In addition to aerobic exercise, we prescribe slow burn exercise for all of our patients. This is a very effective way to increase muscle mass in the body very easily and very quickly. Patients do 20 minutes of slow burn exercise 3 days a week. What do all these diets have in common? Glycemic control. Glycemic control means blood sugar control. If you don't control your blood sugar, you can't control your insulin levels. If you can't control your insulin levels, you can't lose fat. It's as simple as that. When we eat, our body converts digestible carbohydrates into blood sugar, and then it uses that blood sugar for energy. If you have sugar spikes because you eat the wrong types of carbohydrates, that messes with your insulin levels, and insulin levels can in turn affect your appetite, affect your body's desire to create additional fat, and prevent your body from being able to burn fat. So it's absolutely essential to control your blood sugar levels. We put you on a very specific menu plan that achieves glycemic balance, blood sugar balance. When you eat too much refined sugar, it spikes your insulin. Insulin spikes suppress your body's ability to burn fat, increases your body's desire to store fat, and it creates a decrease in the blood sugar, which then creates more of a desire to eat more carbohydrates, which then spikes insulin again, which drops blood sugar down below normal again, which causes more cravings for refined carbohydrates. So it's a vicious roller coaster you place yourself on. It puts your blood sugar on a roller coaster, it places your insulin on a roller coaster, it places your energy on a roller coaster, and your mood and emotions on a roller coaster as well. It's a very uncomfortable roller coaster to be on. And this effect on your blood sugar is directly related to what level of fiber is in the foods you eat. If you eat an apple with all the fiber that an apple has, it has much less of an effect on your blood sugar than if you drink the juice from that apple without the fiber that used to be in the apple. So what can you do to help stabilize your blood sugar? Eat healthy, unrefined foods and never skip a meal. Furthermore, you want to eat frequently. Eat a good breakfast, eat a mid-morning snack, eat a lunch, eat a mid-afternoon snack, eat dinner, and perhaps even a before-bedtime snack. In fact, patients with hypoglycemia may require 2 snacks in the morning and 2 snacks in the afternoon in order to adequately stabilize their blood sugar. You will be provided with a menu plan for the 8 weeks of your HCG program. This menu plan is very specific. It's not suggestions, it's not ideas, it's exactly what you must eat in order for this program to work for you. Your menu plan includes well-portioned meals and snacks. It includes menus, and it includes recipes on how to create the foods that are on the menus. It has fiber-rich foods to help ensure that you don't develop constipation. That's a frequent problem with other HCG diet. Fiber is important not only for proper elimination, it's also important for proper blood sugar control. Many other HCG programs are not attentive to the fiber content, and so their participants experience a lot of problems with constipation. And when you have constipation, you retain a lot of bodily fluids because your body is trying to dilute toxins that accumulate in your system because you're not able to eliminate those toxins effectively with regular bowel movements. So we're very, very attentive to this and ensure that all of our patients have adequate fibers so they have healthy elimination. And furthermore, we also provide our patients with a nutritional supplement that helps them detoxify efficiently. In order for us to know what type of weight you're losing, we'll be doing body composition analysis testing on you every 2 weeks. This allows us to determine how much fat you're losing, how much muscle you're gaining, and how much of the water in your body is inside of the cells and how much is outside of the cells. This testing is done using a BIA machine. BIA stands for Bioimpedance Analysis. These machines were originally developed at Tufts University Medical School at their Human Nutrition Research Center on Aging, where they've been studying the aging process for the last 2 decades. This type of testing gives us very accurate results that's reproducible and very reliable, so that we'll know exactly how much weight you're losing and how much of that weight is fat, how much muscle mass you're gaining, and how much water is inside of your cells and how much is outside of your cells. Now, this water balance is very important too, because if you develop too much water outside the cell, that's a sign that your body is not detoxifying adequately. And if you're not detoxifying adequately, then we'll alter your diet somewhat in order to improve your body's ability to eliminate toxins. Monitoring toxins is very important, because as you lose body fat, you liberate fat-soluble toxins that were stored in the fat. As those toxins are released into your bloodstream, your liver and kidneys need to process those toxins and get rid of them. If your body lacks the nutrients it needs in order to adequately process those toxins, they accumulate in the body, they can make you feel sick, they can decrease your energy, and very importantly, they can make you retain water. Now, the water they make you retain is outside of your cells, where it does you no good. In fact, your body actually pulls water from inside the cells where it belongs and puts it outside the cells where we don't want it, in order to dilute these toxins. The solution to pollution is dilution, but it's much preferable to be able to give you adequate amounts of nutrients so that you process the toxins properly so that you can eliminate them from your body. And in order to do that, we provide all of our patients with a very special, very effective detoxification nutrition package. Your HCG protocol in this office includes adequate HCG for an 8-week protocol, a menu plan, exercise instruction, a natural appetite suppressant, a natural detoxification nutrient protocol, BIA testing every 2 weeks, and a maintenance program to help ensure that the weight that you lose is weight that you keep off. This is one problem that we see occur time and time again with patients at various other weight loss centers. They're only focused on weight loss and don't concern themselves with weight gain again. In order to keep from losing weight again, you need to be placed on a maintenance program in order to ensure that you change your diet and lifestyle so that you don't put the pounds back on again. We're very attentive to this process so that we achieve long-term results. The other changes I've seen in patients that have gone through our HCG weight loss program that don't necessarily relate to their physical body directly. And what I'm talking about is the increased self-esteem, the increased pride, the increased sense of empowerment that patients oftentimes find after they've lost the weight that they've never been able to lose before. One of our recent patients was able to terminate a dysfunctional relationship with a lousy boyfriend that she'd put up with for years and years. This patient didn't think she could get rid of her boyfriend until she got rid of her weight. And once she got rid of her weight, she not only got rid of her boyfriend, she's got different career plans now. So I found it particularly gratifying that she's not only proud of her body now and can fit in clothes she hasn't fit into in years and years, but she's really set her sights a lot higher for herself, not only in her physical appearance, but in her relationships, in her profession, and in the life that she wants to create for herself. I really hope you're ready to let me help you lose the weight you've always wanted to lose but haven't been able to. I hope you also realize the importance of losing the weight, not only for a healthier appearance and to be happier about your body, but to decrease the risk of cardiovascular disease, which means decreasing the risk of stroke and heart disease, decreasing your risk of diabetes and your risk of autoimmune disease, your risk of cancer, and perhaps most importantly, decreasing your children's risk of each of those diseases by being a good inspiration and example for them. Please call today at 702-891-8833. I look forward to helping you with your weight loss.